Hello folks, today's video is sponsored. Yes, today's video is sponsored by this imitation Stanley knife. See, usually you'd have Stanley wrote there. There's nothing wrote on either side, and there's a blade in it. And if you look, when you push the blade too hard, it slides in that gap. So today's video is sponsored by an imitation Stanley knife. Thank you. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to change the battery. Oops, get my finger out of the way. Oh, the light! Oh, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to charge the battery on the Vespa, because I have been out for a few days and it's cold here in Latvia. And when it gets cold, the batteries don't like it. And I have a photo session today, which was cancelled because the weather is terrible. It's raining, but that's no harm. So we're going to charge the battery and hopefully do the photo session tomorrow. We'll see if it's raining. But today, it's raining and it's horrible. And it's not good for photo sessions. Let me show you. It's hard to do this stuff one-handed, isn't it? So it's kind of miserable today. Not good for photos. Bleep. There we are. So it's kind of, you can see there, dripping water. So it's not great, it's miserable. So I will do my photo session possibly tomorrow using the scooter. And I don't want to ring my model up tomorrow and say, my scooter won't start because the battery's dead. So I'm going to make sure everything's okay. So let's turn around and show you what we're going to do today. Here we are. Scooter. We need a 25. A T25. Okay. All right. That's not a cup of tea. That's a Torx. And then we're going to go in here. And we're going to unscrew these jobbies. Like this. Now, you don't want to see me unscrewing these, because it's all very boring. So I'm going to pause. What do you think? Do you think I should pause? Or do you think I should leave it and let you go forward a bit? Now let's pause. A few moments later. Okay, I can't afford that app that says a few moments later. Yeah, where'd you get that from, I wonder? Okay, there we go. Take it off. There's the battery. Or as we say in Latvia, accumulator under there. So, what do we have? We have our positive and we have our negative. So, we need to get our charger. Oi! I bought one of these chargers. I've only used it a couple of times, so I can't say it's good or bad. It charges batteries. That's what it does. So, that's down there. Do you like my garage? Now that's a proper working garage. In other words, I didn't tidy my garage. Yeah. Let's connect up. Let me see. Let's see. What have we got here? How much room have we got? Maybe we'll move this out a wee bit. Give us a little bit of room. Now you don't want your that plussing your frame, touching your frame. Of course, we have our rubber here to protect. There, that's your positive connected. Then you connect your negative. Now, you know, one's positive and one negative. Now, you're supposed to connect your negative first and all that, but yeah. So, that's black, negative. That's red, positive. In there's red, positive. Positively not how to do it. Aye. Now, you plug in your charger. Whoop. There we go. Now, this charger has different modes. Okay. And what it's telling me here is my battery's full. Okay, 14.6 volts full. Okay, that's good. Yeah. We had a trickle charge for a short while, but that's okay. Great stuff. There you go. Excellent. So, It didn't come down in a few days. I didn't really expect it to, but I want to charge up the battery on this as well. So I'm going to take off the seat and charge up that battery. That ain't been driven for a few weeks. So many exciting things today from Harry. Do you know, it's funny. I'm a licensed amateur radio operator, and I've done my exams and done my Morse code exam and radio technology and theory and setting up antennas and all that type of stuff. And I haven't done it in years, sold all my equipment. But anyway, and every time I go to connect the battery, I always forget. Why I don't know. Should you connect, disconnect the negative, connect the negative first, connect the positive first. And it drives me crazy. I can never remember. It's one thing my whole life I can never remember. So, yeah. Cue the comments. Harry, you're supposed to connect the negative first. Harry, you're supposed to connect the positive first. Yeah. I know. Anyway, there's my lovely Vespa. I'll be going out for a photo session. I hope tomorrow. Not today. So I've little to do, as you can tell. So that's a very short post. And let's see. I'll add this to the one tomorrow, doing the photo session. And stick a few photos in of the model, which was cancelled from today. We're Tuesday now. And we're Monday now. Harry. We're Monday now. We're Monday. Hey, look, I'll show you this. That was the terrible condition. The Giro d'Italia, when they went to Ireland, that's probably mirrored. Let's show you this way. Hold on. Let's turn the camera around. It's one of those strange. It's one of those strange days. I think I'm going stir crazy. Too much time indoors. So that was the Giro d'Italia when they came to Drogheda in Ireland. It was Dundalk, Drogheda, and May the 11th, 2014. And I was out driving on my truck, and I thought, oh, that's an interesting little thing. So I decided I'd take it down. And then I went further down the road, and I said, oh, look, there's another one, which is better. So I got that one. So, but don't worry, I'm not a criminal. This is the morning after the Giro went through. And I was heading from my depot, and I seen that, and I said, well, who's going to need that? There's never going to be another Giro d'Italia coming through on Sunday, the 11th of May, 2014. So I said, I'll take that. And stick it somewhere. No, I know what you're going to say. I'm not going to stick it there. Put it on the wall sometime, So, there you go. What else have I got interesting in my garage? Here we are. Show you something else. This Irish Mini Owners Club, Mizentamallin 2000. Irish Mini Owners Club, Mizentamallin 2011. I was in the Irish Mini Owners Club for many years, and a very nice club they are too. So that was one of my other passions, is classic minis, and I like the modern minis as well. Here's an interesting. Bought a summer house, found this hidden in the attic. This painting done by somebody. And basically, you can see broken chains. So somebody who was chained up, broken chains, and a picture of the Statue of Liberty and US wrote on it. Now, knowing the history of Latvia, this wouldn't have been looked at very favourably before 1991 when Latvia got independence from the Soviet Union. So I can imagine that someone drew this painting and they had thoughts of freedom and, maybe they wanted to go to America. But then it was hidden under a load of stuff in the attic in the summer house that I bought years ago. So that's a very interesting painting. There you go. That's it. That's a little Latvian flag and an Irish flag together. I used to put that on the back of my LML when I was going for rides in the parade in the town, because I got to represent Ireland and Latvia. Oh, exciting times. Anyway, the garage is in a mess because it's a work in progress. I'm doing a new floor. That's why everything is all thrown to one side. Everything that was over that side is all now thrown over here. So that's why it's like that. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, look this way. Camera here, nothing here. Or maybe you're looking here and I'm looking over there like that. Take my glasses off. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. And if anyone stayed watching, God knows, I don't know. I suppose most people turned it off after the first 30 seconds. Please subscribe and help to keep me normal. Hold on, wait, don't go. Don't go. I decided, let's see if the Himalayan starts. Haven't driven the Himalayan in at least 4, maybe longer, maybe 5 weeks. Himalayan key. I said to my other half, grab me the Himalayan key from the press. Let's see if the Himalayan will start. So as you can see, let me flip you around. As you can see, it's on the side stand, okay, for the last 5 weeks at least. Okay, sitting there happily looking at his brother going out for rides. Let's see if it starts. Now, hold on. I need to go around this side because it won't start with the side stand down. So, not much room for playing. I probably have it. Let me see. Turn around. Now, if the battery's completely dead, well, that's okay. People can say, oh, they have a drain. They drain. They lose power. Be very careful. Don't hit my Vespa. Okay, that's very close. Okay. Remove side stand. Let's see what happens. Got this little room to move it. Right, I'll have to sit this way. Okay, turn on first. Okay, comes on. Now it's very cold out here. Let's see what happens. Aha! There we are. Okay. When you start your Enfield, don't immediately give it loads of throttle. It'll die. Give the engine a few minutes. And as I said, I haven't rode this for 5 weeks, maybe even 6 weeks. So slowly give it. Let it warm up. You see? It cut out. It didn't like that. Give it plenty of time to heat up. It's not a problem. I remember years ago, I had carbureted motorcycles. I'd start them up and I'd let them heat up for a few minutes and come back to them. Go and put my riding gear on and come back to them. And then they're ready to ride. Okay. Okay, she's fine. So there you go. And she'll stay running when you put the side stand down. But if you put it into gear with the side stand down, it won't. Oh, oi! So there you go. That's the Enfield happily running. So the battery drain problem was supposedly fixed up. Oops! I nearly went arse over here. They're supposed to fix the drainage problem with them. And it looks like they have. That lost no power whatsoever with the side stand down. It's the original battery, of course, because it's a fairly new bike. So, and she's heated up there now, you can see, and no problems with giving it throttle. So, there you go. Happy days. That's just to show you, just regarding my particular Himalayan. with the side stand down, she starts, no problem, and doesn't drain the battery. And yeah, so just to show you guys who, you know, you get a lot of people saying, oh, if you leave the side stand down, it drains the battery. It doesn't, unless you have other problems. And usually it's other problems. A lot of people complain about drainage problems. I mean, they have a ton of accessories on their bikes. Here's something I remember from working on cars in the past. We used to work on Morris Minors and the old British Leyland Minis and MG Midgets, which all had the A-series engines fitted to them. Now, people used to come in and say, oh, my battery keeps dying. So what was happening was people were driving in the winter and they drive from the house to the local shop. Look, you see my breath. From the house to the local shop, people were driving. And they were getting in the car. They were starting the car. The engine was cold. Okay? They're starting the car. Radio on, headlights on, wipers on, heater on. Starting the car. Everything left turned on from the day before or a few days before. And the car was just about to start. They drive to the local shop. 500 meters. Go into the shop, come back, get into the car. Everything's still turned on. Try and start it again. Wipers on, radio on, indicator on, headlights on. It's ridiculous. So folks, if you connect a load of crap to your bike, number one, don't have it all coming on. If it's stuff, accessories that are switched on, like, you know, if you're charging your phone, you're charging your GPS, turn all that rubbish off first. We actually used to fit switches onto, if you notice when you turn on your Himalayan, your headlight comes on immediately when you turn on the ignition. It won't do any harm to, if your battery tends to die quite easily, put a switch on your headlight so it turns off manually with a toggle switch. And then it's not draining the battery as soon as you turn the ignition on. But a lot of bikes now don't do that because they have LED lights. A lot of the lights are LEDs and they just don't drain the same amount as the older bikes, you know. But it's just something to keep in mind. If you're riding with tons of accessories, and the Himalayan, the generator, the alternator, it doesn't give as much power as some other bikes. So if you have a ton of accessories onto the bike and you're riding with all these accessories on, yes, it'll charge and it'll charge the bike and it'll keep, but you'd be amazed the battery's running at a certain sort of stage where it won't take much to kill the battery. And if your bike won't start, another thing, the car wouldn't start. And instead of stopping and thinking for a minute, they'd sit there. Oh, my car won't start, you know. Oh, it's my battery because my battery's dead. It's like, oh, think about what you're doing. Check the obvious stuff. You know, are things connected? Is your HT, you know, is your spark plug cable connected? Is your, you know, is there something on? Is there a reason why it won't start? You know, if it's a bike with a choke, have you put your choke on? You know. Anyway, there you go. Some more useless meanderings from Harry's strange Latvian world of adventure. Okay, I'm out of here. Hey, listen, we're looking for content. We got to do something. It's the time of the year when we're not the driving. There you go. That's a bit of bad Italian coming from me. It's the Vespa's changing. Thanks for watching, folks. By the way, I don't take drugs. I don't drink alcohol. So this video, there's nothing influencing me. Only happiness and joy.